I got a 4-pounder with a nice flat.
Working that one piece, it took a lot of
So I'm happy with it.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Poor Man's Product Review. Today we're going to review the 5-pound vibrating tumbler from Harbor Freight, Central Machinery. And we're also going to be reviewing the polishing media, 5-pound polishing media. Alright, so the story behind buying the tumbler. If you've watched any of my other videos, I've started sandblasting some of my smaller blacksmithing projects, trying to get it from forge to finished product as quickly as possible. Works really great for cleaning them up, as you can see, but it definitely a sandblasted flat finish. So hoping that this tumbler will help put a bit more of a polish or a smooth finish on it. Let's take this thing out of the box and see what we got for our. I think I paid $45 with the 20% off coupon. Flip the whole thing over and see what we end up with. That's the easy way to do it. So this is a nice small unit, which is good and bad. Doesn't take a lot of media. But won't take large parts either. So it looks to me like it's fully assembled, ready to go. Take off the retaining screw, pull off the lid, and that's it. There's a little washer in there I don't want to lose. So there's your tumbler. That's it. Unboxing and assembly. I chose to go with this tumbler media, the polishing version of them. They're a triangular shaped stone, and supposedly it says here high luster finish. So high luster to me is kind of a glossy sandblast. So we're going to see what happens. So let's go ahead and get some media in here and put some parts in. Alright, so this is a 5-pound tumbler, which means its maximum load capacity is going to be 5 pounds. That includes the media and the parts that you're tumbling. So a 5-pound tub plus maybe a pound worth of parts that I want to polish. It's going to be too much, so I'm going to put in maybe 3/4 of this. So I got, I would say maybe a third left in there. See inside there? Good enough, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and throw in a handful of these parts and see what happens. Scatter them around. I'm going to put your lid back on. Actually, my washer. Forgot about my washer. Put my washer on. Put my lid back on. Little rubber gasket and washer. And the wing nut. Like they say in the movies, easy peasy. So we'll tighten that down, nice and snug. No reason to go too tight, I don't think. I'm generating a whole lot of dust. And we'll turn it on, see how loud it is. That's pretty loud. Let's see if we can take a quick peek on the inside here while it's running, see what happens. Hopefully it won't jump all over the place. We will see. See in there, alright? Let's turn it on for a second, see what happens. So stuff's moving all over the place, bouncing like crazy. I'm going to go ahead and let this thing run for about an hour. We'll check it. Alright guys, this is a 15-minute update. Can you see that alright? I don't have my glasses on at the moment. So, not brighter, but it's definitely smoother. I can feel it's definitely getting smoother. So I'm going to let that finish up its hour of run. I think once that's done, it's going to be, I think it's doing what I want it to do. I don't think it's going to take much to put a shine on it after that. I'll be back. Alright guys, after about an hour, what used to look like that now looks like that. Am I overly impressed? No. Am I okay with it? I think so. It's certainly a lot smoother, and if you notice, just a little bit of rubbing on this now with a rag, and I'm actually starting to get a bit of a shine on there. So I think that it certainly is taking away what used to look like a sandblasted look. So it wouldn't take much to buff this thing up right now, I don't think. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though, since we're doing a review of the polisher and the media. Since the media did, I mean, look at that, that's shined right up right there. You see that? That's not bad at all. Actually very, very smooth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and let this thing soak half an hour in some very fine, or in the fine walnut media that Harbor Freight sells, and let's see if that actually polishes that up. So I'll come back in about half an hour. Like I said before, I did buy this box of fine grit walnut shell abrasive. I meant to use it in the sandblaster. I didn't seem to have the effect that I wanted. We're going to dump this in the tumbler and see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to put in maybe 2 cans of this walnut shell. I think that'll be fine. And then we'll throw these parts back in. Scatter them around. Put the top on and we'll see how it goes. I'll tell you one thing, listen to this. That is a heck of a lot quieter than those darn stones were, holy cow. Alright, we'll give that a half an hour. Alright, it's been a little less than half an hour, almost half an hour, just about 4 minutes short. But I'm in the middle of forging something, and now is a good time to stop and see where I am. So, let me come out in the light. So here's an example of a piece right out of the sandblaster. The texture, I mean, it's really all about texture at this point. This is rough, not rough, but it definitely feels sandblasted. This is after this is after tumbling. An hour with the stones and then half an hour with the walnut shells, and definitely a smoother finish. And then this is after putting it on the buffing wheel for a few seconds, and then a coat of blacksmith wax. Definitely gives you 2 distinct looks. Hopefully you can pick that up in the camera. At angles to the sun here maybe. So there you have it. Okay, here's my my take. Poor man's product review, final outcome on the tumbler. I like it. It works great. I think it's exactly what I'm looking for, just to go from sandblast to smoother finish. A couple of seconds on the buffing wheel, and we're ready to go. I think that works well. As far as the polishing medium, quite honestly, it did a fine job. I bet you plain sand would do just as good a job. I'll try that. The amount of noise that it created, especially in the environment where I work, it's not worth it to me. So I'm gonna give a batch of sand a try, and the walnut shells definitely brought that finish, that smoothness to the steel in just half an hour. So I certainly saw a difference there. Tumbler, thumbs up. The polishing media, I'm sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just noisy. That's all there is to it. There we go. Another product review. Bye.